And we are live.
Okay, we're back. God Your Missile podcast is back. So we're going to talk today about how God is great, but God also hates stupid people.
What?
Because one of these pastors that had a congregation last week just died, right?
That is true, my friend. You remember the preacher, he was told to stay home, and he held services.
A lot of people were told to stay home.
No. Well, he held services. His name is Bishop Gerald O'Glenn of New Deliverance Church in Richmond, Virginia. So he held services. He even put out a statement saying, God's going to protect me from this, and I have to do this in the name of Christ. And
let me sorry to burst your bubble. God didn't protect you for this.
Guess what? He got the COVID, and he died Easter morning.
Okay, here's the thing. When you're a pastor, your first obligation is to protect your flock, okay, your congregation. Okay, so if there's a pandemic going on, I guess this is more about money, because you want to get your donations, but
tax-free tithes.
You're supposed to want to protect the people that go to your church. That's your first responsibility. And he failed.
The safety of your parishioners.
Yes, he failed. He was more concerned with having his people come to his church and get his money, because he could have done the sermon online. But you can't get the donations on him. You can't if you do a PayPal and all kinds of crap. You gotta get
I'm
clever.
sure they're setting that up now, but
yes, you gotta be clever about it. If you still want to get your donation for your church, do a PayPal type, internet type thing. Don't endanger the lives of your congregation. Your obligation is to protect these people.
Well, people take it pretty serious, because this past week we've had protests in Florida, Virginia, Michigan, Minnesota, Idaho, North Carolina, and California.
That's only because you have the Cheeto in chief.
Right.
He's fanning the flames.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
He says one thing and does another thing on Twitter.
They look like Nazi rallies.
Look when they start dying. But the fucked up part is they don't just die. They're gonna go to a local restaurant or a supermarket or somewhere else and infect people who are not stupid. You know what I mean?
Well, the ironic part is I saw a guy there in the picture, and he had a sign saying COVID is fake, but he was wearing a mask and gloves.
Yeah, that's funny. He's not that stupid. He probably got paid. He's like, okay, I got paid to hold the sign, but I don't want to die.
Well, to top it off, you have 3 churches in California, and 1 church in Kansas is suing the government. They're suing the governors right now, saying that it's a violation of the freedom of religion and assembly.
Look, I get it. When we're in normal times, I get it.
But these ain't normal times.
These are not normal times. I get it. The government would be overstepping. But we're in the middle of a damn pandemic. So at this point, the responsibility of the government is to protect the people.
Sure.
And we're going to curb. They're not telling you can't do your ceremonies at home or nothing. The internet's here now. We're not in 1950. Do that shit online. Like I said again, your responsibility as a pastor or as a religious leader is to protect your flock.
Oh.
So start doing that
like
shit.
A shepherd.
Yes. You're like a shepherd. So you're protecting your people. Protect your people. Because if they die, who's going to give you money? You're only going to get money one time. And then they're going to start dying.
Oh, my boy. Well, it's getting serious. Well, what they've been doing is people having services where they drive by in a car, and the guy will be there on a megaphone, and people will be in their cars, just like the drive-in services.
That's great. I would be like, if I'm a Catholic church, I would just drive by, I'll throw some fucking holy water on your ass. Next. Next.
Oh, my God.
Throw the wafer in there like a Frisbee into your mouth. Woo, woo. He's got it.
Next.
Next.
Yep. Well, we'll see what happens. Either way, folks, you guys got to be safe out there.
Yes.
I don't want my freedom stripped away. I'm not pro-government. People know that, but
let me tell you something.
Our health is of concern.
Okay, if you don't want your freedoms to be stripped away and you're concerned with the government impeaching on your rights, infringing on your rights, sorry. You know what you do? I just had a few drinks and shit. But anyway, the whole point is this. Stay the fuck home. The sooner we get rid of this shit, because the longer it lasts, the more opportunity they have to take away our rights, to make us stay home, to do all this shit. So if we all listen and we all stay home and we curb this shit as soon as possible, they can't do that much damage.
And then we can all get back to going to church, open up the schools, open up America again.
Your own church, open up whatever you want.
Yeah.
But we got to do this shit. Look, pay attention. If you don't want the government overstepping, stay your ass. Thank you for doing that. Damn, thanks. All right. So if you don't want the government overstepping, stay your ass home and let's get rid of this fucking coronavirus. And then the sooner we do this, they have less time, less window of opportunity.